Thong didn't stop running, not after leaving the office, wasn't stopping, not after calling. People calling his name, no, not after Bobo ailing. Die, wait, no, he was just run. By the time Jungkook stepped out of the building, Thong was gone completely. Jungkook frowned slightly, took out his phone, called it once, twice, 5 times, no answer. Thong, he muttered back inside. Bogum walking up, concerned now. He is not picking? No, that's bad. Jungkook looking at him, where'd Oli go? Bogum thought for a second, somewhere to hide? Fear. If I knew that, I would be there already. Jungkook didn't waste another second. He turned in and walked out, got into the car and drove straight to Thong's house. Ding dong. The door opened. Thong's brother stood there looking at Jungkook, then behind him, then back at him. You are here? Is he here? No? Jungkook's jaw tightened slightly. He didn't come home? No. A bus. The brother expression shifted, tightening. Fate. Jungkook looking at him immediately. What? I think I knew where he is. A few seconds later, they stopped near a quiet place, hidden, peaceful, and little isolated. He comes here when he is overwhelmed. The brother says softly. He thinks no one knows. Jungkook nodded once. Stay here. Wait, I will handle it. The brother looked at him carefully. Did something happen between you two? A bus. Jungkook's expression softened just slightly. We will talk about it later. The brother studied him for a second and nodded. Okay. He stepped back, giving them space. Jungkook walked ahead, slowly, quietly, and then he saw Thong sitting on the ground, hidden behind a low wall, knee pulled close to his chest, arm wrapped around himself, face buried, shoulders slightly shaking, crying. Jungkook stopped just for a second. Something in his expression changed, softer, heavier. Thong? No response. He stepped closer, carefully. He approached something fragile. Thong? Thong finally looked up, eyes red, voice breaking. This is all because of you. Jungkook didn't interrupt. My reputation is ruined now. Without a word, Jungkook pulled him into his arms, wrapped around him securely, firm, steady. Baby. Jungkook says softly, I didn't ruin your reputation. Thong frowned against his chest. It did. No. Everyone saw, everything knows. Jungkook tilted his head slightly, voice calm. That's exactly why it didn't. Thong pulled back a little, confused. How? Jungkook looked straight at him. Because you are mine now? Thong froze. What? Jungkook continued. Am I? And I'm your boss too. A small buzz. So if you are mine, he leaned slightly closer. Then who holds the power after me? Thong frowned, thinking, processing. Then slowly his expression changed. He pouted. No. Jungkook raised an eyebrow. No. Thong crossed his arms slightly. I come first. A small shake appeared on Jungkook's lips. Feel you? Thong froze. No, I mean not like that. He stumbled over his words quickly. I mean, I'm just saying. Jungkook leaned in, teasing. What are you saying? Thong's ear turned red. I mean, I am bottom. Jungkook's mic deepened instantly. So you agree you are bottom? Thong gasped softly, then slapped his chest slightly. Stop interrupting. Jungkook chuckled under his breath. I didn't say anything. You did with your face. He looked away embarrassed. And of course, I can't top a man like you. Jungkook tilted his head. A man like me? Thong hesitated, then his fingers moved unconsciously to Jungkook's chest, lightly tracing. Yeah, he avoided eye contact. I mean, a small buzz. Look at you. Jungkook stayed silent, letting him continue. You are tall, annoyingly handsome. You have those stupid arms. Jungkook raised an brow. Stupid? Yes, very stupid. Thong continued. Softer now, and abs, and tattoos, and that voice. His finger presses slightly, and the way you look at me, like you already decided everything. A small silence, and very quickly. And like I'm yours? Jungkook's expression softened. Only if you want me to, he said. Thong affected softly. That's the problem. What is? He finally looked at him properly, eyes still a little wet, but honest. I think I already am. Silence. soft, real. Shankuk didn't tease him this time, didn't smack, he just pulled him closer again. Gentler, warmer, then stopped running. He murmured again. This time, Thong didn't push him away. Thong stayed quiet for a moment, stayed sitting close, still not fully recovered. Then slowly, but I ruined your reputation too. Today, he turned his face away, adding, Shankuk's eye contact didn't like that, not even a little. He reached out, gently grabbing Thong's chin and turned his face back to him. Close, very close. Look at me. Shankuk says softly. Thong's breath itches slightly. Shankuk leaned in just a little. Voice low, steady. Baby, you didn't ruin my reputation. Thong blinked. I didn't. Shankuk shook his head. No. A small pause. Then calmly. I choose to be kissed. Thong froze. If I cared about my reputation, Shankuk continued, I wouldn't have let you kiss me. Silence, heavy, but not in a bad way. Then Shankuk's lips curved slightly. In fact, it makes things easier. Thong frowned. Easier? Shankuk leaned closer, forehead almost touching his. Now we have claimed me in front of everyone. Thong's eyes widened. I didn't know. You did? A pulse. Then, teasing soft. Now no one will dare to come closer to me for attention. Thong blinked. Why? Shankuk gazed up to his lip for a second, then back to his eyes. Because they will know now? No, what? Shankuk voice dropped just slightly. That my baby will pull their eyes out? A small pulse. Or throw them in the trash? Thong stared at him for a second, then suddenly broke into a wide lipped smile. Yes, yes. Shankuk let out a quiet chuckle. Yes? Thong nodded quickly, still smiling. Yes. The tension softened, stiffened, turned warm. Shankuk's hand slid lightly from his chin to his cheek, thumb brushing softly. You are impossible, he murmured. Thong leaned in slightly without realizing. You like it? Shankuk didn't deny it, and then he closed the small distance between them. The kiss this time wasn't sudden, wasn't teasing, it was slow, soft, lingering. Thong melted into it almost instantly, hands gripping Shankuk's shirt lightly for balance. Still sitting close, still held securely, like he wasn't going anywhere. Shankuk kissed him gently, like he had all the time in the world. No rush, no force, just warm. Thong eyes slowly closer, leaning into him more. Comfortable now, not panicking, not running. When Shankuk finally pulled it back, just slightly, their foreheads rested together. Thong smiled softly, still a little shy, still overwhelmed. Okay, he whispered. Okay, what? Shankuk asked. Maybe my life isn't running? Shankuk smiled. Told you. And for the first time, Thong didn't argue, just stayed there, close, right where he belonged. Next day, the office was starting before Thong even entered. He is coming today, right? After yesterday, there's no way he show up. The glass door opened. Thong walked in, not avoiding, heads up. Shoulders straight, expression calm, almost proud. Silence fell instantly. He came, and he is not even embarrassed. Why does he look confident? Thong heard everything, every whisper, every stare, but this time he didn't flinch. He walked past them like it didn't matter because maybe it didn't anymore. Someone finally spoke up. Thong, he stopped, turned. A few employees stood there, awkward but curious. One of them asked bluntly, don't you feel ashamed? Silence. For dating your boss? The entire office silent, feeding, washing. Thong looked at them calm and bothered. No, he said calmly. A pulse. I don't. Whisper started again, louder this time. He just said it. So it's true? He admitted it. Thong tilted his head slightly, then added, in fact, a small pulse. I feel good. That shut everyone up. Good? Someone repeated. Thong nodded. Yeah. He shrugged it lightly. I like him. Gasp. And he liked me. Another pulse. So I don't see any problem. Someone tried again. But he is your boss. Thong smiled slightly, not shy this time, a little bold, and silence. He respects me. Thong continued, takes care of me, and treats me better than anyone else here ever has. A glance around. So, no, he said again, softer but firmer. I am not ashamed. Behind them, a few employees' eccentric look. That was confident. That was dangerous. That was attractive. Bogum appeared out of nowhere, slow clapping. Character development. Thong rolled his eyes. Go away. No, I am proud of you. Don't start. Then a voice, calm, familiar. Thong. He turned it. Shankuk, standing there, watching. He had heard enough clearly. Their eyes met. A small buzz. Then Thong said it naturally, without hesitation. Yes, Shankuk. Silence exploded. He said his name again. In public, he is fearless. Shankuk lips covered slightly, no hiding it this time. Come to my office. Tong didn't panic, didn't hesitate. Okay. And just like that, he walked toward him, beside him, not behind, equal. People stared, shocked, confused, impressed. Bogum whispered dramatically. Power couple unlocked, and for the first time, Tong didn't deny it. The moment the cabin door closed, there was a silence, but not the awkward kind. Shankuk turned to him, eyes fixed, calm, but there was something new in there, something proud. Say it again. Thong blinked. What? My name? Thong crossed his arms slightly. You already heard it outside. I want to hear it again. A buzz. Then, Shankuk? Something in Shankuk's expression softened. Immediately, he stepped closer, slow, deliberate. I think I like it when you say my name, he murmured. Thong tried to act normal, failing. Why did you call me here? Shankuk didn't answer immediately. Instead, he reached out and gently fixed Thong's hair this time. Not his collar, not in public. Thong froze. You are doing that again. Only when needed. My hair was fine. Not to me. A small silence. Then Shankuk spoke quietly. You did well. Thong blinked. What? Out there? Shankuk said. You didn't run. Thong looked away slightly. I was tired of running. Shankuk nodded once. I noticed. Another step closer. Now barely any distance. So this is your reward. Thong frowned. Reward? Shankuk lips covered little for finally being honest. Before Thong could ask anything, Shankuk leaned in and placed a soft kiss on his forehead. Thong froze completely. That's it? He grunted. Shankuk raised an eyebrow. You expect more? Thong turned it instantly. No, I mean, I didn't say that. Shankuk shook less softly. Then, his hand gently found Thong's fingers lacing together naturally. You don't have to fight anyone anywhere alone. Shankuk said, I'm here. Thong looking at their hand, then back at him. You are the reason I have to fight, and I will be the reason you don't lose. Buzz. Thong afraid. Softly, you sound very confident. I am. Annoying. Still yours. Silence, but warm. Thong didn't pull his hand away, didn't run. You are not going to do something embarrassing outside again, right? He asked it carefully. Shankuk tilted his head, thinking. No promises. Shankuk. Shankuk laughed quietly, then squeezed his hand once. Relax. He said softly, I will behave. A small buzz. A little. Thong groaned. My life is over. No, Shankuk said calmly. It just started. And this time, Thong didn't deny it. A few days later, Thong thought it was just another working day. Nothing special, nothing suspicious. Thong, he looked up. Yes, Shankuk, come with me. Thong narrowed his eyes. Fear? You will see. That sounds illegal. It's not. You said that last time, and I was right. You were not. But he still went. Of course, he did. The drive was quiet, different, kind of quiet. Not awkward, not tense, just anticipation. After a while, the city disappeared, building turned into open space, then greenery, then water. They stopped. Thong stepped out of the car and froze. It was a lakeside, hidden, peaceful, golden light reflected over the water, soft breeze, no people, just Sam. Shankuk, he whispered. What is this place? Shankuk walked ahead slightly. Turn it back to him. Somewhere I come when I want to think clearly. Tong stepped closer, still looking around. Why did you bring me here? Shankuk didn't answer immediately. Instead, he reached for Tong's hand, held it gently. Because I don't want to think without you anymore. Tong blinked. What? Jungkook took a slow breath for once. He wasn't teasing, wasn't smirking, just serious. I didn't plan anything big. No decoration, no audience, no drama. A small pause. Because with you, he looked at him properly. I don't want anything fake. Tong's heart started racing. Jungkook? Jungkook squeezes his hand lightly. You came into my life like showers. A faint smile, annoying, loud, always running away. Tong frowned. Excuse me? And somehow, Jungkook continued softly. You become the one place I feel calm. Silence. The soft sound of water, wind brushing past. I don't just like you, Tong. A bus. I choose you. Tong breathed hitched. Jungkook stepped a little closer. So, another breath. Will you let me keep choosing you? Tong stares at him, eyes wide, speechless. He stopped because Jungkook dropped to one knee. Tong gasped. Jungkook. Jungkook looked up at him, no teasing now, no game, just truth. Marry me. Silence, complete, overwhelming. Tong covered his mouth. This is not normal. Neither are we. You didn't even ask properly. I just did. You are so bad at this. Answer first. Tong laughed through the tears forming in his eyes. You are unbelievable. Jungkook was softening. Tong, a pulse, then quietly. Yes. Tong blinked. What? Jungkook smiled slightly. Yes, a small breath. I'm saying yes to you. Tong's brain stopped working. You are the one proposing, and I'm the one answering. That's not how it works. It works for me. First, Tong stares at him, then laughed, then cried a little. You are impossible. Still yours? A pause. Then, finally, yes. Tong whispered. Jungkook stood up immediately, pulled him closer, and held him tight. No rush, no shots, just real. Tong buried his face in his shoulder. You are not allowed to change your mind. I won't. Ever? Jungkook pulled back slightly, looking at him and kissed him. Slow, soft, like a promise. The lake shimmered behind them. The world stayed quiet. Wedding day. Everyone was supposed to be perfect, elegant, organized, peaceful. It lasted exactly 3 minutes. Where is the groom? He was just here. No, that was the other groom. Where are two grooms? I know that. Tong stood in the room, fully dressed, staring at himself in the mirror, breathing slow. Then, not slow. I'm getting married. Appas. I'm getting married? His brother burst into the room. Stop. Screaming. I'm not screaming. You are. I can't do this. You proposed her back. I did not. He did. You said yes. I was emotionally manipulated. Downstairs, the office staff had arrived. Big mistake. Bogum walked in, looking around, and immediately grimaced. This is going to be a mess. Two employees whispered, are we supposed to sit with family or office? I don't know. Just survive. Meanwhile, Jungkook's side was equally shouting, why is he still not ready? I'm ready. Then why are you fixing your hair again? Because it moved. It did not. Jungkook stood there calm outside, dying inside. He better show up. Someone choked. Jungkook eyes snapped toward them. He will. Back upstairs. Tong pecked. Back and front. Back and front. What if I trip? Then fall gracefully. What does that mean? Just don't run. I always run. Not today. His mother walked in, soft smile. You look beautiful. Tong froze. Mom. She fixed his collar gently. Stop overthinking. Appas. He won't let you fall. Tong looked down. Then nodded slowly. Okay. Ceremony area. Everything. Seated, whispered everywhere. This is real. They are actually getting married. I saw them fight last week and kiss the same day. That check out. Music started. Jungkook stood in the front waiting, eyes fixed on the entrance. Then Tong appeared. Silence, real silence this time. Even Bogum shut up. Tong walked slowly, trying not to trip. Trying not to run halfway. He almost tripped. Gasp. Shankuk took a step forward instantly, like instinct. Tong steadied himself, looked up, saw Shankuk, and relaxed. Just a little. Don't run. Shankuk mouthed softly. Tong rolled his eyes slightly but smiled. He reached him finally. You almost done. Shankuk whispered. I thought about it. I know. The ceremony began. Do you? What? Everyone turned it. Bogum stood up. I just want to say, sit down. 5 people yelled at once. Okay, he said. Do you take? Tong raised her hand suddenly. Wait. Shankuk blinked. What now? Tong looked at him serious. For once, you are not allowed to be annoying after this. Shankuk raised an eyebrow. That's impossible. At least try. No promise. Shankuk, fine. He said softly. I will try. Tong nodded satisfied. Okay, continue. The official blinked. Right. Do you take? Yes. Shankuk said immediately. I didn't even finish. I don't need you to. Laughter broke out. Tong shook his head. Show off. Sure, show off? Uppers. Yes. Tong said quietly, and just like that, it was done. Cheers, claps, whispers. Bogum stood up. I knew this would happen. Sit down. Shankuk pulled Tong closer. You didn't run. Tong looked at him soft. I stayed. Shankuk smiled. Good. And then he kissed him. Not rushed, not dramatic, just warm, real. The official cheered louder than the family. This is better than work. Best wedding ever. Tong laughed softly against the kiss. And for once the showers felt overwhelming because now it was theirs. Honeymoon day 1. Everything was supposed to be perfect, peaceful, romantic, private. It went wrong immediately. Why is it raining? Tong asked, staring out of the window. It's a beach. Shankuk replied calmly. Rain happens. On our honeymoon? Yes. Cancel it. I can't cancel weather. Then fix it. Shankuk sighed. I married a child. Too late to return me. I'm keeping you. Tong turned it away dramatically. I want a sunset walk. We can still walk. In the rain? Yes. I will sleep and die. I will hold you. That's not reassuring. 5 minutes later, they were outside in the rain. Tong clung to Shankuk, like his life depended on it. If I fall, I am taking you with me. Noted. A step, another step. He slipped. I knew it. Shankuk caught him instantly, one arm around his waist, pulling him closer. Silence. Rain falling around them. You didn't fall. Shankuk muttered. Tong blinked, looked up, realized how close they were. I almost did. But you didn't. Uppers. Tong affirmed softly. They still count us a disaster. Shankuk smiled softly. Then let's make it worth it. Before Tong could ask, Shankuk pulled him just a little closer and kissed him. Rain dripping from his hair, clothes slightly soaked, but neither of them caring anymore. The kiss was soft, warm, slow. Tong's grip on the shirt tightened slightly, not from the fear this time, just comfort. Then they pulled away. Tong blinked. Okay. Shankuk asked. Maybe not a disaster? Shankuk shook her softly. Told you, day 2. New plan, indoor activity, safe, no chance, wrong. Why is the power out? Storm? Shankuk replied. So now we are stuck? Yes. With no lights? Yes. Tong slowly turned it. This is horror movie setup. Relax. If something moves, I am pushing you first. You are very loving. Survival first. Uppers. Then Tong quietly moved closer. Shankuk noticed it. Didn't say anything. You are scared? Shankuk said softly. I am not. Thunder. Tong flinched and immediately grabbed Shankuk's arm. That was loud. Shankuk smiled slightly. Come here. He pulled Tong closer, this time not teasing, just holding him. Better? He asked. Tong nodded against his shoulder. Don't move. I won't. Silence. Soft, warm, no light, no distraction. Just them. Shankuk. Tong whispered. I like this. The power cut? No, this. He tightened his hold and slightly shook. Shankuk had moved gently through his heart. Good, he murmured, because this is forever. Tong smiled softly, eyes closing. Okay, and just like that, even the distractors felt like part of something good because no matter what went wrong, they still end up together. First day, back office. Employees were already gathered, waiting, watching. They are coming today, right? As in married? Like actually married. I still can't believe it. The elevator engaged silence. Doors opened. Shankuk walked out first, calm, sharp. Same as always. Then Tong stepped out beside him, not behind, not rushing, not avoiding, beside. Wearing a ring, gasp immediately loud. The ring? He is wearing it. They are actually married. Tong buzzed, looking at them, then actually lifted his hand, looking at the ring, and smiled. Yes, he said calmly. It's real. Someone whispered. He is confident now. This is dangerous. Bogum pushed through the crowd dramatically. Let me see. He grabbed Tong's hand, stared at the ring, then looked at Jungkook. You really did it. I did. Jungkook replied calmly. This is insane. You are still here? Tong nodded, added. That's more insane. Bogum gasped. He got attitude now. Marriage changes him. Someone whispered. Shankuk glanced at Tong, small smith, come. Tong followed. But this time he bumped his shoulder lightly into Jungkook's. Don't come me. Like that in front of people? Why not? Because I have dignity? No, you don't. I am gaining it back. Jungkook reached out and fixed his collar again, right there in front of everyone. Collective gasp. He did it again, in public. Marriage made it worse. Tongue froze. You said you'd behave. I said I would try. You are not trying. Shankuk leaned slightly closer, low voice. You look good. Tong shut up immediately. That's not fair, he muttered. Meeting room, everyone settled. Station high, drama expected. Tong walked in and said them beside Shunk because Jungkook played the chair closer, right next to him. What are you doing? Sitting? Too close. We are married. This is office. So? Across the table, employees avoided eye contact. Bogum whispered, I'm uncomfortable but entertaining. Meeting started. Jungkook spoke like usual, professional, sharp, focus. But his hand resting casually near Tong's again. Tong stares at it. Don't what? Start. I am not. His finger brushed Tong softly. You started. Focus. You focus. Someone called it loudly. Sir, the presentation. Continue. Shankar said calmly. Like nothing was happening, Tong grabbed his pen tighter. I will lose my mind. You already did, Shankuk replied quietly. After meeting, Tong stood up quickly. I am leaving. Shankuk cocked his wrist. Fear? Anywhere away from you. No. Let's go. No. Shankuk. People. They already know. Silence. Tong froze. Then slowly looked around. Everyone was staring again. This is my life now, he whispered. Bogum gave him a thumbs up. Proud of you? I hate all of you. Jungkook leaned closer. You don't. Tong sighed defeated. Fine, up us. Then quietly. But stop touching me in meeting. Jungkook thought for a second. No. Jungkook, we are married. I regret everything. You said yes. I was manipulated. Jungkook smiled. And now you are mine. Tong covered his face. This is harassment. Then report me. I will. You won't. I hate that you are right. Across the office. They are foes now. We foes. But also kind of cute. Shut up. And just like that, the married life at the office turned into more chaotic.